Okay, everybody, you are about to see something evil and disgusting. So a 17-year-old boy is suspended from school because of his hairstyle. So I'm guessing the school board and people of the school can't have hair like this, can't grow hair like this, can't wear these hairstyles, are offended by this young man's hairstyle. Disgusting. I'm going to let y'all listen to the video.
His mother and other supporters say this is wrong. 17-year-old Daryl George is a junior at Barbers Hill High School. His chosen hairstyle is locks that he keeps tied up and off his face and neck. He was suspended from school on August 31st for a hairstyle that the school district says violates the district's dress code. Daryl's mother says this is the reason she was given.
They said that when let down, his hair is below his eyebrows, which they never seen his hair let down because, as you can see from pictures, from all the pictures, his hair is always up.
The suspension came the same week Texas passed the Crown Act, an acronym for Create a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair. The law prohibits discrimination based on hair texture or hairstyle if that style or texture is commonly associated with a particular race or national origin. So far, 24 American states have passed the Crown Act. Nationally, the law passed in the House in 2022.
The Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair Act is passed,
but failed to get the necessary votes in the Senate. According to the student handbook, Barbers Hill Independent School District prohibits male students from having hair extending below the eyebrows, earlobes, or top of the t-shirt collar. The school will not comment on an individual student's case. Daryl is in an in-school suspension where he reports to school but is not allowed to attend classes with other students. His mother has retained an attorney and says her son will not be forced to cut his locks.
We're going to fight this fight.
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm TC Newman.
What's good, everybody? So I'm laughing inside. It's kind of funny. So the clip that I just showed you, it seems to me that you can come out of the womb, but you're limited to what you can do. You're limited to how you can look naturally because they can't look that way. They can't grow hair like that, so it's a crime. So we're limited to the things that we can do, and when you come out of the womb, we're limited, right? The clip is actually hilarious. The evil that is going on still, which will never end. Evil will never stop trying to reign. That there is not a battle to win. Okay, it's not a battle. That's a never-ending battle there. Discriminating because they're not that person. They don't look like that person. They don't look like them people. They're not going to say it. But they want to be like that family, those people. You get what I'm saying? Some people are so hurt inside that they came out the way that they are, that they got to make somebody else feel like they made a mistake because of who they are. Really? You mean y'all really still doing this? I do know there's neighborhoods and communities that still deal with racism. Really? Can't you just be happy with the way you are, how you look, the size you are, your skin tone? So you still attacking people of color. That's right, not black people. People of color. Earth tone people. You still attacking them. So you go after this little boy, make him feel like he committed a crime because he came to school with his hair done. His hair wasn't naturally just laying out. He had his hair done up. And it's a crime that you can't grow them, the hair braided. When I was in school, I had afro. I didn't want to have my afro out, so I had my hair braided to the back. It was braided. Some was braided down. Back in the day, that's what we did. We had our hair braided. And sometimes you wear your hair out. But a person can come to school with a mohawk. A purple mohawk. Their hair all chopped up and in spikes and in different colors, sprayed here and mousse to leave it in a freeze position. Coming to school looking like they in a rock band. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's something wrong with this man because he got dreadlocks or his hair braided to the back. He looks like what you would call a gangster. What is a gangster? A person of color? Wrong. Who was the gangsters? Al Capone, Bugsy, Scarface. Should I keep going? Those were gangsters. Stop putting gangster on people of color. Because when you look at him, you fear him. His look scares you. Looking at that boy that I just showed y'all, he don't look like no killer. He don't look like no crazy dude. He look like some boy that was in school. They got a picture of him with his hair braided back. So what? That's his natural hair. So he got to change the way he looked for you. What is wrong with y'all? Oh, I know what's wrong with y'all. My advice to that family, if you live in a city and they like that, and when he go to school, it's worse, pull your son out of that school. I'm guessing they want to all them kind of people school. Let them have that. Let them have that. See who they going to pick on next. Pull all people of color out of that school since they being targeted and let them have their own school. Now see who they going to pick on. Evil won't stop. It's going to find something else, but don't target that young man. He's going to school. Ain't that what y'all want? Y'all want him to go to school. Y'all want everybody to go to school. You don't want them to homeschool their kids. You want them to go to school. They need to be sociable. So they can actually grow up and be wild and get in trouble and this and that. A lot of kids get in trouble going to public schools. I'm just being honest. People that homeschool their kids, I congratulate y'all. As long as you teaching them what they need to know and they following them online instructions. You don't need a classroom to learn. No, you don't. It's 50 kids or 30 kids in a class and one teacher. Everybody don't learn the same. I ain't going to get into the rest of that. But that boy with his hair like that, his hair is natural. You really going to get, like, that. Say something to the boy with the mohawk. Say something to the boy with going in there, cut his hair off for cancer. Cut, not having cancer, but cut his hair off to support cancer. How many kids do that? Shave their hair as they say we supporting cancer. You don't say nothing's wrong with that. You don't say nothing every time one of y'all girls come to the school. One of her hair is high here and it's low here. She got bangs here and half bang here, and the bang is all the way up here. Why don't you say that's a gang? Why don't you say that's a skinhead gang? Why don't you say that's a punk rock gang? Stop all of that, y'all. All y'all doing, you know, hey, Mom, if you watching this video, let me tell you something. They only trying to destroy his mind. They want him to go home and think he did something wrong. He didn't do nothing wrong, and he know that when you tell him. Because right now he thinking this is one of the reasons why the youth go sideways. They come home, parents don't know what's going on with my son, what's wrong with my son and my daughter. Not realizing the teacher degraded him while they was in there. Said this and said that. Now this boy's self-esteem is like down here. Because the teacher ain't playing their part. Think they playing their part by telling him what to do. You should be giving him instruction on doing his work. Making sure he well protected in the school system. Got his education. He went on home, he done learned something. No, the school board got to target his hair. What next? If you got braces, they going to say you're only allowed to have one row of braces in your teeth. You can't have the bottom in. Really? Really? Stop it, y'all. It's sickening. It's disgusting. It is really disgusting that y'all still run around with this so-called 1900 racism. We all know why racism existed. Y'all didn't want to do the work. You couldn't do the work. So you picked on these so-called people of color because they were strong. They was able to do the work. They was able to stand out in the sun and not hurt their skin and work and work and work and work and work. Put them to sleep, put them back out in the field and work again. Them days is over with. That's if they even really existed. I don't care what your history book said. This existed. This existed. This existed. You would never take me and drag me down the street by no chain with no horse or with no car. Because you be dragging yourself. That's a crime for y'all to go out there and target this man. That school should be shut down. Yeah, I said it. That school should be shut down. Shut down. Mom talking about we're going to fight this. That ain't even a fight she can win. I'm going to just tell her right now. I wouldn't even be trying to fight that. If my son got to worry about that in that school, that funky butt school, that's what that is. Because that's a funky butt school board. They think like that. The school board, every member on there must have got bullied as a child. They must have got picked on as a child. Because that's exactly what y'all did to that boy. You picked on him. Told him he can't wear his hair like that. You got metal detectors, you got this, you got that. He coming to school, he ain't got no weapons on him. Why you messing with him? Did you tell everybody that came in that school there's something wrong with your hair? Because not one person went in there with a dress code hair where everybody's hair had to be cut a certain color, a certain length. Save it, because we are all different and we don't look the same. So say that, oh, we have a hair policy. No, y'all got a prejudice policy. Mom, Dukes, get your son out of that school. And if that community is like that, move. If you want better, Mom, do better. Let them have a little tainted school. I wouldn't want 2 parts of that school. They probably don't even win no football championships. Unless your son was on the football team. Love y'all. Stay blessed.